Alrighty then. Let's continue playing in Fabakisul. It's Dwarf Fortress. Is this going to be too loud? It doesn't look like it's going to be too loud. I won't know until SoundSense decides to start, though, which should be any second now. Okay, let's take a look at our fortress. I've marked some trees for logging, and I've told my miners to mine out a ramp leading all the way up to the edge of the map, because stupid traders weren't able to get to my depot, even though if I hit the button, my depot is accessible. So having a bridge planned over here as well, just so they can cross over, a 3-tile wide bridge. That might have been why they couldn't. They spawned over here, but couldn't cross the bridge. Also going to be digging a moat. Not going to be filling it with water. I may fill it with magma in the far future. Digging out some inside refuse piles over here. These will be for refuse and corpses. We have a lot of chalk, I think this was. Yeah, a lot of chalk, some kaolinite. Mined out some lignite and iron, which I'm going to be working with. We got our stuff set up, foods, facilities, and we got all this mined out. We got our manager and we got manager and bookkeeper set up. We've got bedrooms, and we dug down and found the caverns. And I'm going to be digging down further. Skipped a thing here so I can go over, because I want to find a way to access the caverns. Because these kinds of caverns are tall and open. So I'm interested in finding where stuff is. But for now, let's go ahead and unpause. Get our stuff going. I think I said a dog to be put here. Now everybody's working. What are my workshops like? What do I have you doing? You're building bins. Soap. Do I have any tallow? I do have tallow. So let's go ahead and have just our basic soapery open. We have bags we're working on. We have cloth here to be, wool here to be spun. Everything's looking pretty good. How are my food facilities doing? Let's look at our kitchen. We don't want them to cook anything over here, but we want them to cook all of this stuff. So I'm okay cutting all of this stuff. So let me look at Dwarf Therapist real quick. We have 20 dwarves. Of them, we have some good cooks. So I'll turn cooking off of my grower. And we'll have them start cooking some turkey eggs, because there should be plenty of those. Yeah. So start cooking turkey eggs. We have our little dining hall set up here. What the heck is that? That F. Oh, they're butchering it, and this... They didn't see fit to butcher it here, but instead wanted to butcher it here. Well, you know what? That's fine. Go ahead and dump that so the door can close. What is that? What were you? Giant fly. Okay. Something killed a giant fly. Okay. I should probably destroy this bridge and then remake it. So let's go ahead and destroy these traps. As well as this bridge. And I want this tree cut down as well. Okay. So there's no excuse for the merchants to not be able to get to my place anymore. Although I need to get rid of some of these ramps. What are you afraid of? Who are you, in fact? What's your operating number? Ah, okay. So now Post Liaison probably is trying to leave, but is afraid of giant flies. Why is there a... There's an undead. Who is a necromancer? Our outpost liaison. So our outpost liaison, resurrected a giant fly-chitin, which can fly, and then became very afraid of it. Is that good? I don't know. Who is this, though? Kivish Hatchet Ring is here for the purpose of, eradicating monsters. Let's look at this person. First, I will check to see if they are a... Okay, they're not cursed. So, you know what? Sure. You can stay here. Go kill that fly for me. Where's it at? Let's follow it. It should be okay with our civilization due to it being made by my outpost liaison's necromancer. Now I definitely want to build another bridge. It doesn't need to raise. It can just retract. Make this out of slate. I'll finish walling this off later, but this will force critters to attack our base from the front. It's just all I'm really wanting to come out of this. Did I make all of these bedrooms? I have not. That is about the right shape. Okay, everything's a bedroom. That's good enough for now. Why would you resurrect something you hate? I don't know. Elves are here. Hopefully the elves won't be too much of a hater for me to trade with, because I cut down a lot of trees. Okay. I'm having... how much coke do I need? You know what? 255 is probably enough. I'm going to put 25 to 50 as my workflow constraint for this. And now let's go ahead and start smelting some hematite ore. Okay. I'll also have them auto-mine out this. And you know what? Why not here too as well? Did I set a hotkey for one of my digs? I didn't. So I'll do that next time I see myself down here. Did I find anything interesting? Well, that's not great. It's very likely that my fortress is going to be attacked by troglodytes now. Why is this all just mud? Shouldn't it be, like, up here? I don't understand. There's troglodytes here, but why is this just mud without... So I definitely want to floor this off. Surprised that my guy here to hunt monsters isn't going to go hunt monsters to... Somebody's using the soap. Do I have a source of water? I do have a water source. I have a freaking river. Okay. I need a break. Well, your break is there's mysteriously a bunch of mud down here. Although there's also... This is just regular cave spider. I'm interested in exploring down here because of how flat this is. Where's a good area to enter from here? Actually, not here. This should let me... What are these? Cave swallow remains. So I'm gonna dig X this, actually. We're gonna go like that. Anyways. Interested in walling this off. This should at least slow down anyone who will think about causing me problems. It won't stop them, but it'll slow them down. Okay. Want quarry bushes here. A, B, C, D. A, B, C, D. Some quarry bushes. Sweet pods, capeweeds, dimple cups. So quarry bushes, pigtail. I don't need pigtails because I've got ropeweeds. Okay, so quarry bushes, plump helmets, plump helmets, plump helmets. I'll probably do more quarry bushes. No, I hate quarry bushes. Plump helmets. Raspberries. Okay. Alright, the elves are here. Open up the traitor gate. And... do I have any crafts? Yes. Go ahead and make some rock crafts for me real quick. And do I have a weaponsmith? I do. You shall make one iron serrated disc. And this shall be how I make my fortune from the elves. Although we'll see what I can trade for. Oh, I have lots of stuff. Okay. Bones. We'll trade many bones. Turns out I have a good bone crafter. Okay, let's see if the elves even have this much stuff that I want. I want to buy all their cages, which is 1. I don't need their moose. I'll go ahead and buy their crutches and splints and their clothing. With the intention of using them. I'll buy their chests as well and use those for my brooms. So we'll buy their clothing. I need any of this garbage. Yeah, it turns out the elves, as usual, do not have a lot of stuff that I actually care about. But we're still going to give them a lot of stuff, so they'll bring more next year. Here. Go ahead and belay that order. Okay, how's my dig doing? Okay. Time has begun to start gaming the system. And to do that, I'm going to need to make sure I have somebody who can... First, I want to set a lot more furnace operators. And I need somebody to become a metalsmith and a blacksmith for a moment. And let's make... Let's make some iron... We'll make 3 iron anvils. And we'll start placing our containers. Thank you for your assistance in the cause, elves. Our dogs are having lots of puppies. Look how many puppies we have. Let's go ahead and start gelding our puppies. Geld everybody but the youngest puppy. So that'll slow down our birth rates a little bit. The elves are never your first choice at a trading partner, but they get the job done. Okay, our lodgings are secure-ish. I want to go... Did I build a secondary mason shop? I did. You have to be better than adept to use this mason shop. So this mason shop, you can't be any better than adept. So you're going to make some rock blocks. I'm going to make these out of mudstone. Just keep making those. I'll go into Dwarf Therapist and see how many masons I have. I have another mason. What is your highest mutable skill? You're my worthless carpenter. That's right. Okay. We're going to make some mudstone blocks. How are we doing on... We have plenty of iron. Can I make a weapon, a metalsmith's forge? Sure can. Okay, what are these? Cartilage. Get these these doors placed, and these will be our new refuse piles. We'll move those inside. So I won't be going out in the rain to dump things away. And let's turn off the useful stuff. So here's why I do this. This refuse pile system here is very safe to have inside. Miasma is going to form in here, but these two doors here will form a kind of airlock, which will keep the miasma from escaping out. And I put corpses here so that dwarves who are just taking refuse away won't see a corpse and become upset by it. Okay, time to start gaming the system. Here's Dwarf Therapist. We're going to get hit, and we're going to go to sort our dwarves by highest mutable skill. And all of these jokers here, who are craft bone, stone, wood at random, we're going to turn on armoring for these jokers. And usually I just have these people forge... So let me look real quick. Is there anybody else I could do this with? Not really. What did you have a mood with? Yeah, you made a hatch. That's right. So these people. I'm going to commit that. And now we're going to go here. At this metalsmith forge. And we are going to, or we'll just do it through the normal menu. I want... I want 10 iron helms, 10 iron breastplates, 10 iron gauntlets, 10 iron leggings, 10 iron high boots. So that's helm, breastplate, hands, legs, and feet. So this is the basic amount of armor. We'll have our armor smiths get to work. And we want all of our people to just become baby metalsmiths. I'll have to work at making this prettier in the future. It's kind of ugly right now, but... It's not a perfect moat, in that it's not as good as a wall. But all it really has to do is get people to come in from the front. Speaking of walls... Yeah, I want this. We want these out of mudstone blocks. Yeah, not enough then. Here's our dig. I'm going to set this as our dig screen. Okay. And now I'll periodically go to Dwarf Therapist And anybody who has highest mutable smith, armor smith, bam, turn them off. Because we just want to have as many people able to become an armor smith as possible, to spark an armor smith strange mood as possible. Incidentally, what does my best leather worker look like? Mediocre. Some migrants have arrived. Well, that's nice. We have some people just gathering around. And migrants means it's a fine time to start dumping. Okay. I'm going to make a little sort of shell around our entrance to further get people to enter my fortress the way I want them to. Our new animals, we'll get them to move into here. Actually, let's mark this cavy for immediate slaughter so somebody doesn't get attached to it. And now that they're moved in, let's look at Dwarf Therapist again. Because now we have 37 dwarves. Let's sort them by highest mutable skill. We have some armor smiths. Still the one bone carver. Glassmaker, gem setter, mason, mechanic, metalsmith. Start turning on armor smith for everybody. And we have some master fishermen. Let's look at them. I want to make sure they don't mind being outside. Okay, you don't mind being outside. How about you? We'll see if the outside dwarf, if the fisher dwarves start to become unhappy. Because if they do, it means I'll turn off the fishing. They'll get rained on a lot. And often that can make them very unhappy. Anyways, we're going to start fishing for armor smiths. And I think we have enough bedrooms. Let's also get some doors. Let's pop these suckers in. Start getting some chests distributed. That should get everybody nice and busy. And because we have recruits, it means I basically can't dig on this layer, can I? It's gonna all be stone. I don't have a good place to put barracks at. I guess I could put barracks here, actually. Yeah, here's a fine place for barrack. I can't have my archers barrack on this level, but my melee dwarves, this is suitable for them to train in. dig down here. Oh man, this is... I've never seen this before. Just mud. We got elk birds. That giant fly chitin is just gonna stick around, I guess. Some mudstone blocks. And I want to make a ramp here. I want to make a little, we're going to make a little tower zone. Just to keep stuff... I don't have enough mudstone blocks. Anyways. This is a little entryway to put over my entryway, you know. How are things going? We have 12 dwarves out of our 37 that are most likely to become metalsmiths if they proc a... Strange. I'm going to turn off my fisher dwarves because they're unlikely to smith while they have fishing enabled. Okay. I'm going to make these barracks pretty soon. Get a little, get a little bit of a military going, since that is our goal. I said barony before, but actually we want to... I think a duke is the highest you can be in the game. You can have your fortress be the seat of a ducal county, and then also have the High King live there. Oh, what's this? Pond turtle shells. And mussel shells. We have plenty of shells. Go ahead and dump all of this. Get this nice and clean. You don't have to do this by any measure, but there is material benefit to doing so. Dumping all this stone means that it'll be nearby to my stoneworkers. If I go ahead and claim it. See? Big pile. Lord Consort is visiting. Okay, it's a human. Okay, the Lord Consort is here to visit. Okay. After this, since this floor is going to be built, I'm going to tell them to stop making mudstone blocks. They'll come up here and this will keep aerial creatures from... Ashy Cavern Fire is here for that. The Lord Consort here is here to slay monsters. Well, you know what? What is this? Broken arrows. I approve. Let's go down to the dig. And we'll build a bridge that retracts just out of marble. Sure, why not? Okay. I don't have enough fat to make soap, is a problem. Okay, out of 38 dwarves, 16 of them want to become armor smiths. Let's go ahead and slaughter some dogs. That'll give me some more fat. Spare dwarves could also work. Let's build a lever. This lever is going to be okay. Okay, let's go ahead and schedule up some more armor. I didn't produce greaves or mail shirts. Not 210, just 10. Let's also produce 10 wood shields. Yeah, forge starting to shape up. The exterior is pretty ugly. Speaking of, I can remove this ramp now. The river kind of got in the way. I can work around that, though. I might shut off the river and then extend the moat past down the river. Or maybe just divert the river. But for now, my defenses are more than. So I can probably remove all of these ramps. There we go. Defenses are more than adequate at the moment. My fortress is only accessible from the south, and I can post my watchdog here should keep Who the heck was that just ran right in? Sure. I want people to eradicate monsters here. Although I am going to have to set up places for my long-term visitors to live. Right now they don't have any. Also build some cage traps. I'm going to build some choke point walls. Okay. I don't need those. At least not yet. So here's what the point of this is I'm going to cage the shit out of this. And then I'm going to open this cavern layer up and let the monster eradicators down here. And they should map this out for me and let me know if there's anything cool. New fort. I got down here because I found the other cavern layer. Where did I find it? But I didn't have a good point of access because it's so tall and open. So I went down to see if the second cavern layer was any better, and it's something I've never seen before, just all mud. There's elk birds and troglodytes, but there's no, like, trees. Yeah, I used some world gen settings. Yeah, plant generation could have failed. There should be stuff here. I just used Krug Smash's world gen settings, and then I modified them. How is my training going? I'm gonna swap over to Dwarf Therapist real quick. Turn off all these armor smiths. I'm trying to get a... Okay. We're all done. So my best armor smith is you. I'll let you finish up the work. I'm trying to get people to trying to get dwarves to have a strange mood to become an armor smith. So to do that, I turned everybody who would have had just a stupid stone or woodcrafter proc, and had them all make a piece of armor exactly once, and that turned their highest mutable skill to armor smith. So now, about half our dwarves, we have about a 50% chance of a dwarf having a strange mood, having it turn into an armor smith. Means I can also start working on some weapons. We'll make 10 iron battle axes. How's our bedrooms shaping out? Everybody gets their chest. And everybody gets a cabinet. That should make everybody's rooms very happy. Although, I'm going to remove that and move it to the right. Got to make it even with everybody. Is that door just open? Yeah, it's because there's a piece of something in the way. There's a reacher right here. Well, it's about time to open up this layer of the caverns to see if my monster slayers can jimmy up any sort of information about if there's any plants down here. The first cavern layer has plenty of mushroom trees, though, so I should be good on wood, even if my map doesn't have a ton of wood in it. I could also start ordering wood from the humans and dwarves. My plan is to get the monster eradicators down here and then lock the door behind them. They'll die, but it's fine. I could also throw a puppy down here. First, we gotta let the autosave happen. But before any of that happens, I want to get all these cage traps caged. That's important. Yeah, I'll definitely put a pup. I'll just do that now. There'll be a puppy right here. And if any gremlin or anything tries to sneak past here. Okay, this is now caged enough for me. So let's burrow us out. And hopefully my monster slayers... Let's first, let's go with orders. Refuse. Don't... I want to go to my refuse pile. Turn off Cave Swallow. And Cave Spider. And that should keep my dwarves from just wandering out to pick up refuse corpses from here. I can turn my Fisher Dwarves back on. Yeah, Cave Swallow Teeth. You got a problem with Cave Swallow Teeth? Oh ho! Oh ho! Magma! Now here comes this Reacher to come get himself trapped. But we have a new plan. Our new plan is to find a way to get this magma all the way up. All plans are ill-advised. We haven't struck adamantine yet, although we possibly could on this layer. The easiest way to find adamantine, in my experience, is to drill down until you find the magma sea. I think this one is shallow enough that I'm going to use screw pumps. It'll be a little more expensive than a piston, but this is only the second magma layer. I gotta find a stretch of 4 that I can burrow through. This looks like it might work. Yeah, I won't be able to use the magma until I pull it up, so I could just use some of my... I'm probably going to use coke from my lignite to actually make the glass. But I haven't done a pump stack on stream before, so that's what we'll be doing. We need a 4-length line. An unattended magma smelter in Caverns 2 isn't that dangerous? Yeah. How tall do I actually need to make this? 31. That might take a while. Oh, I did this the wrong way. Ah. That's not all that much. Although... I also want to go down a few if I can. Like to here-ish. That's pretty far away. Windmill stack. I will probably use infinite water power. Although maybe I want to move it. Yeah, right here isn't very good. It's too far away from everything. So the first step will be getting the magma to where I can use it. So I want to get it as close to my central staircase as possible, which is where? We're doing magma engineering now. Here. Ah, you'll see what I mean when I start working. So I'm going to move it around here if I can. Where's the magma? Here's the magma. First things first, I've got to get the stuff to where I want it. How long would a magma flow of this size take to do? An aqua is involved? Tangentially. We're going to use stupid science, but we're not there yet. First, I have to get the magma to a more convenient location, which involves something like this. There we go. There goes, who are you? Are you the Lord Consort? Yeah, Ashy Rushina, Lord Consort. So this Monster Slayer is the boyfriend of one of the human queens. What are you doing? Store item in a bin. Let's follow. Ah, you're getting a gem. Yes, how valiant of you to risk your life for that. Okay, so what we're going to do... Actually, I should go down one more. At the very least. Maybe two more. That way it's not the very tippity top level that's getting monkey brewstered. Here we go. I didn't mean anything. I just had to pick a word. Dig up. I just want this to be an upstairs. And want a little side passage. I've done this trick on stream before. The right angle will slow it down, but that is a lot of magma that's going to be coming through. Okay. And then once I've got it where I want it, which is here, can I... We'll find out. And if this doesn't work, I might be able to just, so bedrooms, second bedrooms, smithy. Even this is pretty far away. But that's fine. Okay, we're doing some engineering here. This is going to be for a... Hold on a second. So, let's just by fiat decide here and here. Which means this one's going to be here and here. Where do I want the up-down staircase again? Is it here? Like, all the tiles are accessible here. All the tiles are accessible here. But here... that strands this one. You can use up-down ramps for this, right? I'm gonna get miners stuck and I'll just rescue them by hand. That's what you basically always have to do. So we're going to be using a methodology known as a pump stack, which is going to be .32 tiles tall. Which means I need to find a variety of stone nearby that is magma safe. What kind of stone do I have? What's it listed under? Is it just stone? Stones. I have gabbro, which will work. Is gneiss. Gabbro will work, though. Yeah, glass is magma proof. We'll be using glass, but I need stone for mechanisms and blocks. So let's go ahead and do that. Let's go here to this. Let's go ahead and cancel that job. And I need 36 mechanisms. Let me go to the stone menu just to see what's magma safe. Cowlinite is magma safe. I might use cowlinite. Mica is as well. How much mica do I have? $100. Okay, mica works. Gonna make these out of mica. And here 36 will probably be more than I need, but blocks are not useless. So we're going to get mica blocks and mica mechanisms. And I need to make some glass build workshop, no, build furnace, glass furnace. I happen to have a glass maker somewhere. But I'm going to make 3 of them, probably. Hello, hey Boots. We are engaging in the great art of dwarven magma engineering. I'm going to pick this one as my spot. And we'll see how disrupted my pump stack gets. Okay, one of my glass furnaces is made. We'll tell them to collect sand. If I have between 7 and 12. And let's look at Dwarf Therapist real quick. Yeah, lava-safe pumps. We are going to do that. Highest mutable skill, read. Anybody who has a worthless highest mutable skill is going to volunteer for glass making. You guys, metalsmiths, you're now glass makers. Blessed are the glass makers. Wooden pumps, sadly, don't work quite as well as you would hope. They catch on fire and burn. So I need to designate a place as a sand gathering zone. Why not this place? You can gather sand here. These both happen to be red sand. Nether cap, yeah, nether cap is fireproof. Or rather, it's always cold, I think, right? Alright. So, we want green glass, enormous corkscrew. We want 36 of them. And green glass tube. We want 36 of them. Okay. No diorite on this map? I haven't seen any. We've got gabbro and mica, though. So we have plenty of, magma-safe stone. Mudstone seems to be the main... Mudstone and slate are the stone of the day. We're mostly sedimentary layers. Although we have plenty of, what was that? Human caravan has arrived. Okay, and are they going to come to my stupid depot like the dwarves didn't? Now here they come. So one thing that normally doesn't happen is humans don't normally have outpost liaisons. They're supposed to, but because of a bug, they don't. So one of the things I'm going to try doing with this fort is I used a DF hack. Oh man, did I remember to do it? I might have to do it next year. There's a DF hack script that re-enables the noble needed for a trade liaison for humans. we'll see. Oh, here they come. Yeah! We got Buki Obazna. On behalf of the Merchants Guild, let me extend our greetings to your people. There's much to share, of course. So, here's the thing that normally doesn't happen. You can ask for things from the humans. I'm gonna ask for some wood. Not that much wood. Yeah, ask for some wood. We're gonna ask for bolts. We're gonna ask for panda leather, obviously. We could get some seeds. Nothing I want, though. Yeah, Boogie. Buy their weapons. One thing about humans is you can't buy steel from them. They don't know how to make steel. But what I want from them is listed right here. We're gonna buy grizzly bears from the humans. I could buy pandas? Excellent. Although, any panda I bought would not be able to survive because they require specifically bamboo to live. I could buy slugs, although humans use metal cages, which I don't prefer. Do they sell anything else that's cool? We could buy rats, blue jays, pandas, black bears. I want their grizzly bears, to be honest. Crows, peregrine falcons, or tercel these are the same thing. Yeah, we have peach-faced lovebirds, hamsters, cats, mules, donkeys, horses. Yeah, nothing quite as exciting as the grizzly bears as of yet. Request their booze. Not seeing anything else that exciting. So yeah, we're going to order some leather, some wood, some alcohol, and as many grizzly bears as you can fit in your caravan. Yes. And what do they want? They want toys, blocks, musical instruments, prepared meals. Meals are actually worth a ton of money. So, let's see what the humans brought with them this time. Any crafts I didn't sell to the elves. I believe I also made... No, I didn't. I can go ahead and tell my bone crafter to string together some stuff. How many prepared meals do I have? Those are always worth a shitload of money. I'll just set everything on the table, see what we can buy. First things first. They didn't bring any bears this time around. But they did bring a common snapping turtle bone figurine of a black bear man. Okay, well, let's see what we can get. The Wizard's Guide to the Forest Retreat. This is a well-crafted donkey bone parchment scroll. No, donkey. No, donkey parchment, not donkey bone. It's made of a skin of a donkey. The rollers are made from calcite. Written on the item is a guide entitled "The Wizard's Guide to the Forest Retreat," authored by Thone Equal-Lathered. It concerns the forest retreat of Tundra Rooted. The writing has a touch of melancholy. Overall, the prose is not awful, but not very good either. But it's the Wizard's Guide to a forest retreat. It can say. No particular subject. Elements of storage. Okay. Yeah, trip report from Wizard Summer Camp. I'm not going to buy any of these just yet. We'll get our books later. For now, I should probably just buy some leather and buy some cloth. Not a lot of either, but some. And we'll see what else we can buy. We can buy some instruments. Anything interesting in the cages? No. I'll buy all of the interesting sewer brew. Any of the interesting alcohols they have. I'll actually buy their sand, because I'm in need of it right now. Sewer brew is actually made from ratweed. You make your ratweed into sewer brew. All the sewer boys love it. Time to glurp down some sewer brew. Okay, anything else I need? It's IPA. IPA is sewer brew, if you ask me. I'll buy some bolts. I'll buy some of your fish. They're trying to sell me loincloths. You know what? I have so much stuff. I guess I will sell you. You can buy some. I'll buy your books. Okay. So, we traded with the humans. They made a nice profit. Next year, they're going to bring us as many grizzly bears as they can, hopefully, and then we can start our grizzly bear breeding programs. Ah, I see some problems. We're going to have to fix this. But we'll fix it later. Although I saw a giant olm, that's not preferred. Luckily, we should be able to build around this. It just might be very annoying. So I've got to build so I'm building this 1, 2, 3. Only got to build 3. Once they build this here, I can finish closing this off. Okay, now that connects there. Close this off. I need to close off this section, which means I'm going to need more mudstone blocks. So I'm having to construct some of this. Is this Hippo Fortress? Not as current. We are... I need to cut down this tree. Where I'm doing magma engineering. While hoping my dwarves aren't murdered. Okay, that should connect that. And you, just make mudstone blocks on repeat, please. How is my work order for blocks coming up? Not quite as good as I had hoped. Here come troglodytes. Which means I'm going to close off access to the caverns. Because I don't want the troglodytes to get up in my business. I also need to go down to here. Okay, they're still digging through this. If I don't do this carefully, I need more mudstone blocks before I can do this. So you're gonna have to get to work. If I don't do it carefully, I'll flood the first cavern layer with magma. and my stack won't work. One of those is a bad thing. The other one I don't mind that much. But I also don't like letting my whole ass out. Yeah, migrants have arrived. Nice. Which is currently the case. Ah, they didn't build this wall. Dingert. Need to build that corner one first. This is going to be similarly annoying to build here. Actually, I should just be able to do this. And then these I have to do one at a time. I have to do that one. I guess I can also do... No, that's fine. Stop doing that. The item blocking the site is the item you use to make the site. So the thing is, I have to build... one thing I also have to do, before I do anything else, is the floor. And that'll actually make the rest of it easier. Quantum stockpile. I have one of those set up, but not for blocks. The blocks are so light that the travel time... Okay, now you can make that, because there's a floor. Somebody brought... Oh, here's a fun thing that happens. The merchants are... This stupid song, I hate it. The merchants are leaving my map through the fucking caverns. I don't know why they do that. They can just leave outside like a normal human. It's about time the butt rock makes its appearance, yeah. There's nothing stopping me from doing this one either. Or this one, really. Yeah, they just love the caverns. I had migrants and I have no idea what they're doing. Let's take a look at the migrants now that... Okay, 39. How many did I get? 47. So... Let's look at the migration wave. We got 8. Nobody that impressive. A good gym setter. A passable weaponsmiths. I'll goober them later. My fisher dwarves are not yet angry at walking outside in the rain, so... there were some wrinkles in our plans about getting the water power pump stack up and going. And we are... First, I've got to get my pump housing made, which is what we are in the middle of doing. Yeah, the pump stack going was not that hard. It's just my planned route happened to go through 3 layers of the caverns without me knowing it. But we're almost done. My pump housing is almost complete. It shouldn't matter that this is mudstone. As I recall, constructions are immune to magma. Is this Simon Swearer music? It is. Okay. Yeah, if we get sieged, I'll just close up everything. And my dog will die. I'm glad I shut off access to the caverns, because here's some blind cave ogres. I'm surprised they didn't get caught in my traps trying to kill my dog. Okay. Time to do this part. Quartzite is magma safe. So this little trick, I'm going to flood this chamber here with magma by building a bridge. I have channel down here, and there are ramps here. And I'm going to build a magma-safe bridge over this channel. And then I'm going to close off access to this. And then I'm going to tell my dwarves to dig this part of the obsidian out. And what they'll do is they'll stand on these ramps, and then they'll dig this out from underneath. I'm fairly certain this is a bug, but it'll allow my dwarves to puncture this magma tube without getting themselves burned alive. We've killed... Some dogs have died on today's stream. I killed them so I could make soap. Yeah, dwarves can dig diagonally. Just something they can... All dwarves are born with this ability. Okay. So I've got... Yeah, I should also put a wall here. I may have to shorten this. So I don't want it to be too big. So I actually made I made this too big, but it's easy to shrink it. I can tell this guy to stop making mudstone blocks now. The pump stack kind of took over today's stream. That's fine. And the reason I had to take those floors out is inexplicably you cannot build a floor where a wall where a floor is. The two are forever torn from each other. Okay, let's pause. It appears as though my... Yeah, it appears as though my pump housing is complete. So let's say this is where I actually want to store my magma. This will actually work out great. So here's where I want to store my magma. So one of these two end points is going to be where the magma comes from. So if I just do this... I can keep some extra magma up here. What I'm doing will make sense in a moment. Okay, we have that. So let's say this is just where I want to keep my magma at. Actually. So... planning where my forges are going to be. Okay, so here's where my forges are going to be. And I'll just connect it like that. And we'll just connect that like that. Okay, which means that this will be where I set my power source. And I'll probably do it. Okay, if I'm doing that, then that means these two squares are are going to be channeled out. This will all make sense later, I promise. Which means this one and this one are mined out. Except I'm not going to mine this one out. This one is purely going to be to transmit power. Which means I can't put it here, so I'm going to have to put it here. We're going to do something called a dwarven water reactor. And the size of this should start over here, rather. So the power is going to be through here. So I want my axle to be here. That's a bit awkward, which means I might cancel this. Which means I want that and that to be channeled, which means that's channeled. Yeah, that's much better. I don't want to block the staircase. I'm still going to dig another way in. But it means, actually, you probably want to dig all the way down. Yeah, here we go. Okay. So, 2 is probably enough for a pump stack of this size. We're going to make some more screw pumps and some more... We're going to make some water wheels. And we're going to engage in a maneuver where some water wheels... Actually, I don't want to dig these 2 out. Yeah, so what we're going to do is we're going to hook in these 3 spots here are going to have water wheels. And then this is going to be an open square. And these 2 water wheels are going to be hooked up to a screw pump that sucks water out from here and pushes it out. And then we're going to block off this front section so the water goes down to where the wheels are. So in essence, the screw pumps are going to suck water out from a basin and push them into water wheels. This will produce more power than it takes to run the screw pump. And the excess power will be transferred to a large stack of screw pumps. And this is going to have the upside of producing energy from nowhere. Remember back in the previous fortress when I made metal greaves and metal serrated iron discs and then melted them down to create more iron than I used to make them? In this fortress, we're going to use water wheels to power screw pumps that produces more energy than it costs to run the screw pumps. These are perpetual energy machines. We are going to have some bears. That has to wait till next summer, though. If I need to add another set of screw pumps, all I have to do is just dig one down here. I think 2 will be enough, though. I do need wooden buckets, so let's just go ahead and make 10 wooden buckets. Is this part done? It is. Magma Miracle is finished. Then I need to build a wall. All problems will be solved. Don't worry about that. And the last one will be a mudstone block, so that my dumb little dwarf won't lock himself into the magma chamber. There we go. Oh, you're... It's fine. I'll solve that problem right now. It won't be the most elegant solution, but a solution it shall be. Actually, if I do it in twos, that'll be way safer. That's too ugly. If I do it like this, I might be able to fit them in better. I'm doing a quick and dirty water source, because I know this layer is a sand aquifer, which means I'll be able to get water by channeling down. See? So now I've got year-round water. I still might want to make a well later, but for now, this shall be our water source. I just have to mark it as such. Okay, and now, time to release the magma. Although my diggers are pretty busy, so they probably won't be doing it. Yeah, there's two different kinds of aquifers right now. There are heavy aquifers, which work like the aquifers you're probably more used to, and light aquifers, which are very, very slow. Like here, on this sand aquifer, with light aquifers, all you really need to do is like dig out where you need to go and then wall it off, and you've solved the aquifers. Yeah, damp boost and a flow. See down here you can see just how slow. If this was a heavy aquifer, it would just be instantly full of water right now. But light aquifers are much more common and are useful to have, whereas heavy aquifers were just like a huge pain in the ass. I have so many shells. I'm going to tell one of my fisher dwarves to stop fishing. The good one. The bad one can keep fishing. I want to make a floodgate. Actually. I also need a rock grate, which will also be made out of mica. Okie doke. And now, we're going to cheat by making a lot of activity zones. And we're going to set all of these to be pit and ponds and make them ponds. And you could just set this all as one big pond, but one dwarf would set about filling it. But because I've made it into 14, 14 sections, 14 dwarves will fill it up. Hello, Effortless Mountain. We are making a pump stack to siphon up magma we found in from second cavern layers, and we're going to do so with some dwarven water reactors. Yeah, the tile set I'm using is called, let me take a look at it real quick, Space Fox. It's my preferred tile set. The miner just punctured in the magma here, and now is withdrawing from society. So here comes the magma. We're not ready to use it yet. Yeah, claim to Mason's workshop, why don't you? Started a construction. How nice. Water? That's not good. Have I caused huge problems? Oh, I have. Okay. We need to quickly rectify this. I kind of made a whoopsie, and the water is pumping down into that staircase. So first thing is turn off these. This one is the problem. I screwed this up pretty bad. It's fixable, but it's going to be a pain. That just means I'll stop filling those up. The water will run down, but it won't be a lot of water. It'll turn mostly into mud all the way down. Yeah. But then once I get all my pumps built, I can just wall off these staircases. Brought low, driven into the mud. Yeah. I want another mica floodgate. And go ahead and get me another 10 mica mechanisms. This one they can continue filling up. Oh, what are in these cages? Elk birds! Alright, well let's open the cavern's access. Also gonna have my less busy dwarves start hauling crap out of the bedrooms. Just so it looks nice and tidy. I really should have marked these for dumping before I put furniture in the way, but hey, whatever. So I've got idlers who are taking time out of their busy day to pray, which I do not approve of. Praying is pretty high on the totem pole of stuff they have to do. I want to try to avoid dumping the furniture when possible, because anything they've put in the furniture will be marked for dumping. So all of this spherolite we can make into zinc, which is not very useful. Zinc, in fact, is not magma safe. It's not fire safe, even. I'm pretty sure it'll melt in fire. They're filling up this pond pretty quick. Thank you for the mudstone coffer. Yeah, for some reason, our second cavern layer... What is that? A giant mole. For some reason, our second cavern layer just has no vegetation in it. So we caught a lot of elk birds. I might try breeding them. There's a trick to getting elk birds to not die from breeding. But more likely than not, they'll just be lined up and shot by my Mark's dwarves once those start to be a thing. Zinc in the dwarven sunscreen. Ooh. You could melt it down and then pour it upon the dwarves to give them a shiny zinc coating. Okay, I should check on my pump mechanism. It might be time to start making our pumps. That'll probably be the last thing we do today, is getting our pump stack designed and then set about making it to be built. And then we'll take everybody who is not going to spark into a armorsmith and try to get them to spark into armorsmiths. Then once we get an armorsmith going, we'll do it again for metalsmithing. And the advent of magma will help a lot with both of those. But first we gotta pull the magma up. Like you do. It's autumn, which means the dwarven caravan will be arriving soon. The enemy have come and are laying siege to the fortress. Who are... Ah, I see. Undead. let's go ahead and get rid of this. Did I set up a burrow? Well, no, it's time to now. That's a spot I want people being. So we're being invaded. By how many is yet to be seen. We'll be able to work with it, though. Probably won't be a lot. Which means we're going to be relying mostly on traps rather than trying to scrap together a military. Okay, we got our burrow set up. Add new one. Let's call everybody inside and shut the doors. Human necromancer is here, I see. Let's shut the main gate. Shut the trader gate. I did set the gate up to... I did set a gate up here, right? I didn't. Okay. Okay, we'll have to do something else then. We'll just wall ourselves off. What happened to the bridge I built here? It's just gone. Let's go ahead and turn fishing off of the Wahoo who still had it on. Okay. They might be able to climb, but I'm roofed off. I want to make this bridge here. There we go. I could have swore that I set a bridge here. It should have been the main gate. So now that we're all locked in for freshness, things are more or less safe. My pond is full. We have water. I've accidentally been cooking away some of my stuff. That's fine, though. I'm almost out of wood is one problem, though. Let's go ahead and turn off bins. Also turn off making ash, so I'm not burning all my ash away. Okay. Yeah, I can get mushroom wood if I need it. It would not be that difficult. But first, let's begin planning. Time to get a lot of my miners stuck. So here's a pump stack. This hole here, there's going to be magma underneath it. And a pump is going to be here. And it's going to push magma into this slot. And this hole here is so that the pump on the next level can transfer power to the one underneath. So they're going to alternate one opening here, because this pump is going to pump magma from the east over here to the west. And then this pump is going to pump from the west to the east. And they're going to alternate each level. And invariably, miners will get stuck doing this. I goofed that up as well. There's a way to do it without them getting stuck, but I always forget and just don't bother. So I need Okay, and I won't quite dig that one out yet. Unless my grate was ready. Right. And this is the bottom one, so it just has to suck magma from here. And I want to put a grate over it so that I'm just going to go ahead and lock down the caverns for now. Let's go ahead and put everybody in here. Are you set to process plants? You are. I want to get my brew. I want to brew some more so I can get some ropeweed and cranberry seeds. Magma mist is good for the mood. I see. So now we check to see if any dwarves got themselves stuck. Looks like they aren't. And we want to build a floor grate. They tend to get stuck when... Oh, am I no longer under siege? We are no longer under siege. I don't know when that happened. Yeah, our outpost liaison is a necromancer. Which can happen. Actually, this giant fly chitin, that's just kind of flying around, I'm pretty sure was made by the outpost liaison. Okay, the dwarves are able to get to our caravan, our thing now. They weren't able to before. Liaison from the mountain homes. The world is the same as ever. Yeah, go ahead and get a little bit of leather from you. I can get a little bit of wood. Actually, can I get feather wood? Feather wood would be tops. Cannot get, so we'll just get rubber. Give me all the steel and pig iron you can bring me. And sure, why not some gold and silver? That's really all I'm looking to get? Okay. Man, when did I forget to make that main gate? That was slightly frightening for a moment. Okay, so the Undead Siege was just some zombies coming in, saying hi, and then leaving. This water is a bit of a problem, but I have a solution. If you build a floor over 1 unit of water, it tends to evaporate. Behold. Okay. So now we begin interrupted by a giant sponge body. I see. That's going to cause problems forever. Until winter, actually. A sponge died in the winter, and its corpse has stayed in the river. The outpost liaison walked past it and turned it into a zombie. And now it's going to stay in the river, immortal, the only thing I can do is forbid all of this stuff so that they don't try to go pick it up. Sponges can attack for damage and are actually extremely difficult to kill. The only reason that one died is probably going to be the same thing that kills it again, which is when winter comes, the river's going to freeze, and anything that gets encased in ice dies. There is one thing I can try. If I drain the river and then open it up again, the force of the water might push it along out. Anyways. We'll hit the build menu with B, capital M for mechanism, or machine. We're going to make a screw pump. And this screw pump shall pump from the east. And we want it, I'm actually going to go into the stocks menu, go to blocks, and forbid mudstone blocks for the moment. To make this easier. So this one pumped from the east, this one will pump from the west. And the mica blocks are magma proof. The glass is somehow magma proof. And each level is going to get its own little screw pump. And they'll all transfer power to each other through the holes I dug, and they'll hand magma from one to the next. Actually, hold on. You. Get out of here. Bill. You. I might have messed it up. Pump from the west. From the east. From the west. And dwarves are going to get stuck making these as well. But we'll deal with those problems as they arise. And apparently I miscounted, but that's actually fine because I'm going to need to make 2 more screw pumps as it is. Here's our stack up. We're going to want a screw pump here and here. Okay. And that should allow me to just wall off these two up-down stairs. Actually, not yet. Not until the actual hole is dug, or else they'll cancel building all those screw pumps I just set up. What are my miners doing? I also want to build a floodgate. Roughly here. And what are my miners doing? They're constructing buildings. Well, they are no longer going to do that. Come dig for me. I'm also going to need... I just removed something. Dang it. I think it was a milk animal. Anyways. Rock hatch. I need 2 hatch covers. I may as well get some trading done. Also going to make a pile for furniture here real quick. And the only thing it allows is sand. There's a bunch of sand piling up in my farms. I can greatly reduce this now to 2 to 5. I had it up set to 15 because I was making a whole passel of glass crap. Now let's see what I can get out of my turtle and dog bone stuff. Large little part of our economy so far has been on the backs of our dogs we've killed, which, you know, good for them. Okay, that's probably enough. I want your steel and your silver. Nothing good in your cages. The fort and the universe. Codexes are actually also things you can read. The writing is an awe-inspiring rant, and it is very serious tone. Overall, the prose is masterful. So this is a one-page guide. So if you want to fill your library up, you can also buy... you don't have to just buy books, you can also buy codexes, which tend to be more like pamphlets, but whatever. do I need from you? I'm gonna buy some silk. I'm gonna buy some leather. I'm gonna buy some leather. I'm gonna buy your bolts. That seems to be the large portion of what I want. But you need more money than that. Because I want you to bring more next year. I kind of wish trading was a little better than it currently is, but... there we go. I have plans for those elk birds, I've decided. Do you have any stuck dwarves yet? Okay. This should solve my problems. Yeah, I may have to dig another, Actually, hold on there. Yeah, that person almost oublieted themselves. Okay. Is anybody stuck? Nobody got stuck? Are you kidding me? That's unheard of. And then one thing we want to do is wall this off. Not quite. Now that our pump stack is set up, I need to set up the power for it. Which will be in the form of these water wheels, although before I build this one, I need to build a gear assembly to connect them. I can't. Well, have to dig that out first then. And I want to get this filled with water. Okay. But I can build a floor hatch here. I need another hatch. Oh, they're building it. Okay. Where's the sponge? Okay, the sponge is there. It's just kind of going around. Okay, let's now open the dam up and hope that the surge of water flushes the sponge away. I kind of doubt it will. Although I can see the need for another bridge over the river now. Actually, hold on. Right, I still have blocks forbidden. I could make it out of gold, you're right. There'd be some appeal to that. I can brew all of this now. And really lower the cap on that. Okay, build mechanism, not gear assembly. Doesn't matter. So this one can be mudstone. Actually, hold on, you. We're almost done. Kind of. I'm actually going to need to dig that out, which might mean I need to undo that if they don't just come and dig it. Yeah, because they can't get to it, but here they will be able to. Okay. Wall that off. Actually, no, don't do that yet. Build machine gear assembly, and this one has to be made of mica. And now over here, I shall build 2 levers. Actually, 3 levers. A lever. A lever. Actually, 4 levers. And this one shall be magma. No, this one will be sticky keys. Reactor hatches. Man, sticky keys was making some wild fucking noises. Reactor assembly. Cistern control. Forge control. Some of these levers are probably only ever going to be pushed once. Okay, I'm starting to get a lot of migrants, so I need to find some uses for them all now very soon. So, reactor assembly needs to link up to a gear assembly. A. And it needs to link up to the mica one. Now I need to build another floor hatch. And now I can finish my water wheels. Alright, and now this one needs to hook up to hatches. This one. And, no, not you, and hatch. And then you need to hook up to a floodgate. I can't reach that? What do you mean you can't reach this? You just... Oh, I'm a dumbass. Ha. Can I build a up-down stair from here? Let's find out. Yep, somebody is doing it. Okay, so now you can do that. But now I can rebuild this wall. In fact, I should. And now I want to build another floodgate and put it here. I think I want to build a wall and stick it here. Now this may not have enough power to do what I need it to, and if it doesn't, we'll have to make another, dig another reactor engine. Okay, so now we have cistern control, link that up to a floodgate. Why gear assemblies, not axles? Just shorter. Plus, a gear assembly can be attached to a mechanism. They might be less wasteful power-wise, but I want to be able to turn off this gear assembly. This one could probably just be an axle. That's also what these floor hatches are for. Speaking of... it's time to start sealing off our little reactors. That should be sufficient. I don't think I need to pull the ones from the back. So how much does this need? 390. I think I need another. Yeah, I think I need another. Making another is easy to rectify, though. I need... another hatch cover. Bazam! I think I even have the setups for another... I think I can do a... What on earth was that guy doing? There you go. Yeah, let's build machine. Let's build an axle this time. And we're going to do the same thing we did last time. Everyone give TK Cat credit because they were right. I needed another reactor. I should have the ingredients for another screw pump, though. Yeah, I do. Underpowered means it just won't work. It won't have enough... It's like trying to get a car to turn over without the engine producing enough oomph. One thing I should do is have my engravers begin engraving. This will give them something to do. And make my dwarves modicum happier. Start with the temple and the dining hall. My plan actually worked. I flushed the sponge out to the far side of the water. Okay. Oh, I'm very happy. Okay, everybody. I dammed the river for a reason. It was so that when the outpost liaison, who is a necromancer, comes, uh, they will reanimate a sponge that died in the river because it was a zombie. Would later be flushed down the river by the currents that I artificially created by... Why are you suspending that? Suspended by... Where's the giant fly at? Well, it's like right there. They killed it. Who did that? The outpost liaison necromancer gestures. The giant fly titan shudders and begins to move. The miner scratches giant fly titan in the head, and the injured part is torn open. The tendon has been torn. The miner bites giant fly chitin in the thorax, fracturing the chitin. The miner latches on firmly. So this fucking miner bit the body of this undead husk of a fly and then clawed its head apart. Okay. I'll try not to keep body parts where the necromancer can see it anymore. Build. We want to hatch. We want to build some more water wheels. And what that should do is that should produce a surplus of 17, 30, 34, 410 power. Ooh, it's gonna be tight. It should work though. The hillocks of plank sprinkles has been found at a half-day's travel to the southwest and is looking for our prosperity. Well, it looks like we're going to become a barony. Which means I should start getting a baron's chamber planned. Anyways. I want to get this, before I do anything else, I want to get this magma situation settled. What is this? Willow fruit. Okay. Now I connect this to the other hatch. Use my crappy mechanisms, please. Go ahead and build a wall here and make it out of something that won't be... Yeah, make it out of that. Let's go ahead and open up these floodgates. Man, am I going to have to build another one? I'll try it without. Does that top one have a channel? What do you mean? Oh, this one doesn't. This one, this pump intentionally does not have a channel. It's connected to the bottom one, but does not suck. It is there just to connect the powertrain to the reactor. $421. We have 510 power, so we are fine and dandy. But we need to wall this off. This one's gray because it's mostly made out of tower cap logs. Okay. Let's go ahead and open the hatches up. Winter is upon us. Maybe that stupid sponge will get froze to death. Man, I intended to stop streaming like half an hour ago, but kept getting distracted. But by the end of this stream, we will have magma, damn it. So I'll open up the hatches. That'll allow the screw pumps in the reactor to pull water up. Disengage the gear assembly connecting the reactor to the powertrain. Get a pump operator to start pumping. And then we'll get a nice little bit of magma up, yeah. Although speaking of, I might need to dig this out. Actually, no, screw that. I can get away with it just by... Nope, I definitely need to dig that out. Hatches are opened up. Let's disengage the assembly. Actually, I don't need to dig that one out. We look at Dwarf Fortress to see if we have any, or Dwarf Therapist to see if I have any pump operators. If I don't, then any dumbass will be one. I do have pump operators. Yeah, the smooth and rough walls by the... Yeah, it's not very aesthetically pleasing. Start pump manually. This is disengaged, right? Here comes somebody. Okay. Engage the assembly drive. We have magma flow, everybody. Look how fast it goes, by the way. If I go all the way down here, it's already drained the tile where it's sucking from. These dwarven screw pumps are hot shit. So this is why I wanted to have a screw pump transfer the power down the floor. It was because I didn't want them... If that magma touches this water, it'll form a block of obsidian, just like Minecraft. Oh, these are still ponds. They're trying to fill them. No longer. No need anymore. So, just to recap what these screw pumps are doing. These two water wheels are powering this screw pump. This screw pump is sucking water from this square, which is connected to the water wheels, and pushing it over here. It hits this wall and can't go anywhere, so it goes into these two squares and turns the water wheel. And the two water wheels produce more power than the screw pump needs to work. So it goes along the axle and to this gear assembly, and then this screw pump transfers the power down without any sort of gap, and it goes all the way down 30 or so floors. And it really sucks that magma up. I have a little cistern of magma here in case I want to fuck around with it. But this little honeycomb over here will be where our forges are set up at. And I can always extend it out if I need to. You can see the machine a-turning. I have a small leak, so this isn't perpetual. But the leak is very small, so it'll get the job done. Yeah, this is only one of the couple different infinite energy methods there are. That's why I wanted to wall this off, by the way. I'm pretty sure I could push magma with enough pressure to start flooding this. I'm sucking the magma out faster than it can fill up, which is why it's slowed down significantly. Yeah, magma isn't normally pressurized, but a screw pump can impart pressure, I'm pretty sure. My dwarves, without anything to do, are just partying in the temple. Come on, fish dissector. Give me an armor. You probably won't be. Metalsmith Forge. Oh, I'm going to be getting something. Yeah, you can remove pressure by running it through a checkerboard grid. I might have myself a Master Smith soon, which means I can start working on a weaponsmith. Because I'm not drawing the magma directly off of the magma tube and pretty far from the magma tube, the flow does slow like this, which isn't ideal, but this actually should be enough. I'm going to let it fill up more, though. I'm going to go until this square here reads a 7. Or until one of these one reads a 5. An iron buckler. She claims it as a personal treasure. Well, how nice for you. Okay, we've got 5s. So, we're going to pull all of these levers. And that will stop the rower. The flood hatch is shut off, which turns off the power source for the pump stack. The gear is disengaged. Nah, you don't. You need a 4 or more for a forge to work. Okay. We got magma, kids. So we can start setting up our metalsmith shops promptly. Although, I want to set up here. Bam. Here we go. Set up some storage spot for ore and the like. But that's... Lava is finite. Well, we've just pulled a fair amount of magma up, not even a lot. And that stupid sponge is still alive. Okay, I'm glad I moved my refuse pile inside so that that stupid necromancer doesn't pull any more up. Start doing cranberries then. Yeah, cranberries. Anyways. We have 58 citizens, so next time on Dwarf Fortress, we'll be furnishing our dining hall, setting up some more bedrooms, kitting out our new magma forge areas, getting a military started up, and preparing for a neighbor, and also perhaps, or not a neighbor, preparing for a mayor, as well as preparing for probably a baron, because we have a, thank you for the follow, Larian. So we're going to be setting up all that fun stuff now that I spent a long ass time pulling magma up from the earth. But for now, good night, everybody.